It's Saturday this morning. Yeah. Morning, Rev Ed Trevor. How you doing this morning, sir? Yeah, barely awake, barely alive, and guy hadn't had his coffee yet. We were down in Roseman, California. This one happened 3 days ago, and I don't even know where I was, except probably mentally out of it. I should have picked up on this one. Okay, so the one you're talking about, or someone happened to got your attention on this one. Yeah, it does have an effect on our U.S. Constitution, not to mention our census count left and right. But the thing is, when the census was made to count the colonies' citizens in there, we didn't exactly ask them about any citizenship, did we? Now, concerning about the act that she's going to be bringing up at this point, yes, I had to do my homework. Being a college student, I had to tear this thing apart. The problem is, she's talking about the People Representation Act, and when I did a wiki on this one, India? Yeah, India. So my question is, what the hell is she doing with India at this point over here? But then again, we got to be doing the HR on this one. And the one she's talking about is one going through, which is the 1701 HR. Equal Representation Act. And what are we dealing with this monster here? Okay, so basically it was a few days ago, actually last week. Amendment deadline was on Friday. Meeting information May 6th. And I need the PDF on this interesting topic here. 6 pages. Okay. And naturally, who's our co-sponsors on this one? My head just took a tilt on this one. Whoa. Okay, get back up there. Oh. Let's see. Edwards and Davison. And then you had all the Republican Party in there. Nice. Okay. Require a citizenship question on the Denial. Let me break. My eyes are bad, but not this bad. On the Denial census. What the? Or decennial? Hold on. My head's on a spin on it. I gotta find what the hell that word is. Okay, how much? Every 10 years. Okay. Okay. To require reporting on certain census statistics and modify the apportion of representatives to be based on U.S. citizens instead of all persons. They tried doing this thing, but they never did pass this damn thing in the first place. So, well then, I also want to see the U.S. Constitution. No. Oh, I'm just got Section 2. That's what I want to see, Section 2. Well, I gotta see what's going on. It's my job to know. Article 1, Section 2. Alright, here we go. I should have the whole Constitution in my damn computer. Pardon my language. Okay, Article 1, Section 2 of the United States Constitution. House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen each second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who should not. Okay, yeah. What are we looking for? Representatives of direct taxes. Here we go. Here we go. Shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included in this union, including representative numbers, which shall be determined. Here we go. Which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free person. Well, that screws. Including those bound to the service for a term of years with persons. Yeah, worse qualifications for this damn thing. That was absolutely meaningless. I need a constitution. Uh, yeah, I need to get the old girl out. Yeah. You can see it that way, but what I want to see it, I don't want to see it that way. I want me girl out. Where's me girl? Have to have the girl. Let me see what we got. Legislative articles, preamble, rambling. Let's see what we have. Something right of senses as you. Hang on a second. I'm going to ramble on myself here. Let's get this mouse working. And my coffee. Sorry about the long wait. For you, it's just a click. Okay. Article 1, Section 2. In it, it is written that, and this is what's driving the Republican Party crazy, including Madam Colorado, who cannot stay in one spot. The number of representatives shall not exceed one for every. Okay, well, that's okay, wait. Let me get back into one. The actual enumeration. Let's back up further. Okay, here we go. So what happens when I'm out working with coffee right now? Forgive me, Rev. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among several states, which may be included within this union, according to the representative respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons. And there was more determinations in the amendments on that one, including those bound to service for a term of years and excluding Indians not taxed. 3/5 of other persons are talking about slaves during that time. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within each subsequent term of 10 years, in which manner they shall be directed. I'll direct. Okay, well, I understand that every 10 years. I was trying to wrap that around. When did they get to 10 years? Well, that's what they said, 10 years. Okay. But the thing that's wrapping around their case is free persons. Whole number of free persons. Somewhere in the amendments, we had to fix that regarding the slave situation, regarding the slave issue. And what they're worrying about is the immigrants having that much political pull coming into the country, being added to the total. Every 10 years we have done this. Every 10 years we have counted immigrants. If we needed to get a census of the population, and the thing is, the more population we have, um, a greater chance a political party will have the political clout. Meaning, we're going to be picking on California here. California has so many districts out here. Each district, we need to see what changed, what shifted around, what balance that we had. For example, Los Angeles usually has a dense population out there, and we have districts. But we also have immigrants coming in, illegal aliens. Every 10 years, we need to count these people to see what's going on. It helps with the federal funds coming into the state that will help us with the social programs necessary. Now, while Borbert is having a conniption fit, not to mention every other damn, forget my language there, but every Republican out there, is the political clout that blue states, Democratic parties will get. If you find out there's certain immigrant status has changed, or if there's a certain amount of immigrants in certain states, it'll potentially, according to the Constitution, unless they already modified the thing, will make a law for that one. Well, they can do the U.S. codes and the U.S. laws on that one. They're trying to and they're passing it through the House of Representatives. In fact, it's already passed already. I'm not quite sure what the vote on it was, but I did see, and it did pass. It passed the House, probably with a slim margin at that point, but it doesn't matter. It's on its way to the Senate floor. Once it gets to the Senate floor, then we have an issue because Senate won't pick up on it, and if they do, they're going to be debating on this for some time. They may have come across this from time to time. This is not this is not new. Republicans want more power. They want to shift the demographics. They want to shift populations around. They want to gerrymander, basically restructuring. Okay, Reverend, I'm going to pick on you. I'm going to pick on you in your area. I don't know about Canada's statehood. I don't know about their election cycle or how they would gerrymander a certain area. But let's just say you and your Nova Scotia area had been annexed a long time ago by United States. Let's just say for an example, okay? You depend upon districts for representation. Well, even a representation means money coming in. The more representation, the more money into your states, the more money into your territory, which means a lot of stuff that you can do stuff. But others will look at it saying, you got too much political clout. You got too much political power. You cannot do this because we want that money. We want that power. We want that clout. We want it to be more controlling of your territory. Hence, we have the gerrymandering at this point. We're going to restructure. We're going to take a steak knife and a fork and carve you up into a different voting structure that you can't get out of or that you can't affect. They can't fudge on the numbers on the census, but they can fudge on the district, shaping and shuffling around, and been doing that for decades out here too. We've been trying to pass laws concerning about gerrymandering. We've been trying to get through court cases. It just doesn't work as much, but they're going to try anyway. So in this case, in order to get the more political clout for the Republican Party, if I'm going back on these guys now, they need to find out what we got for citizens and what we don't have citizens. How much of their party is out there? They want to know political affiliation. They want to put this on the census. They've been trying to do this every damn 10 years. Doesn't work. They kept taking the damn thing off. So they want to find out who's a true Republican, who's not a true Republican, who's a true American. But to them, a true American is a true Republican, a true Trumplican at this point. So Boebert and the Trumplicans had sent this through a few days ago. Something caught my eye on this one. I am. I wanted to see how many people have voted for this damn thing, but as I understand it, it's more Trumplicans than it was Democrats. At least I hope so. I don't know how many people voted for this monster anyway. I wanted to see the tally on that one. But I'm going to have to dig into this thing further to find that information out because I wanted to see who voted, who didn't vote. So I may have to get back on this one. But in the meantime, Rev, sorry, I didn't catch your thing last night. I was more concerned about the aurora that was happening. We have people in California, as far as the desert region out here in the Antelope Valley, have been watching it. Reddish hue. I kept trying to do the math in my head. The science, the tilt of the Earth, how much radiation had been floating around, how much of it had been messing around with our light skies, skylight there. And I kept trying to think, okay, what angle is the planet orbiting? What's its tilt? I know the tilt where the sun is on the shiny side, so now we've got spring and summer here. And it's still on a tilt like this as it's going around the sun. And it's still turning and spinning around. So when the solar flare kicked in, it kicked in where we had the spring and fall, giving more of the northern half of the equator, no, not the equator, polar region, more of the northern lights, more of the electrical show. It then stretched down here because of how much energy poured out of the sun to get to that point. Somewhere in that area for maybe about a couple of days, we got a little after effects of it, of the radiation, and we were able to see it in the sky as reddish hues. I can't get it on my cell phone. I've been trying like crazy, Rev, and I can't get the northern lights. I know they're pretty. I've seen the pictures of them. They're pretty. I've even seen the videos where some people actually had cameras and did their cell phones somehow, and they actually got it. I've seen people's photographs out here, how the reddish hue happened. They're like, oh, I just saw the northern lights. Yeah, well, yeah, it's very pretty if I can actually see the thing myself. I couldn't see it. My eyes are either going crazy or my glasses, or I got it at the wrong time or something. I don't know. That's my opportunity. I know. It's kind of devastating. Anyway, if I take a trip up north, you think I might be able to see them in your territory? I was more concerned about that one than staying away from Trump, and that's what I kept talking about mostly. Trump, ah, give me a give me a break on this one. But yeah, if something like this actually passes, what they're trying to do is limit who can and who cannot be counted. Well, everyone needs to be counted because we need to see how many people we got in the country. And one aspect I can understand about how the count's going to affect the political party here and there, but they also want to see who a true American is. They don't want to put the question on there. Are you a true American? Are you American? They want to know if you're a Republican or Democrat. They can't get it from the voting tallies that they get. From the voting tallies that they get from the election office, from the state election office, they can find out which area is. And that's where they have the fun with trying to gerrymander everything so they can get more power. Deny one particular party by suffocating limitations, limitations to the voting situation, to your voting. If Nova Scotia ever did that, Nova Scotia would probably tell you one thing: you're going to vote one party. There's another party over here. We don't want them in office. You're going to vote our party because we say so. We want more political clout. We want more numbers on our side. We're going to jumble the numbers by doing some gerrymandering around here. They've been trying to do it for the voting situation so they can't get one political party having more power than the other one. You've heard about the court cases we've had over the years? Even Scotus was having fun with this. We kept telling Alabama, change your voting, change your redistricting there. You know who did that? The Supreme Court and the state of Alabama said, how you like them apples? When you have states doing that to the federal power, Reverend, if you were born in the States, surely you had your U.S. history classes. Surely there may be a section in American history when we were just getting out of our diapers, or actually hooching up our diapers after the Revolutionary War. Uh, what kind of paperwork we had to say that states had more power over a federal government? Articles of Confederacy. And what the heck happened with Shays' Rebellion? Yeah, I'm not a history buff, but I'm becoming more and more like my brother's history buff. He liked to keep that stuff in his head sometimes. But he wasn't a true professor. He just liked history. He just liked studying history and a few things left and right about it. So I picked up on it. The older I get, why not? And as I get to be 80 years old, I can spout off a lot of history to people. And they'll say, where was that fictionalized story you're talking about there? I'm talking about the United States. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a fictionalized nation there? Is that part of Middle Earth? How do you like that one? How about... screw it. I need coffee. I'm going to chase a cup of coffee. No, I don't need a cup of coffee. I need a gallon of coffee in my system. Now I'm getting depressed. Mother's Day. I'll talk about it in a few.